Okay, Avengers Doomsday release date. Really, December? Huh. I thought it was going to be in a few weeks' time or something. Well. Anyway, I want to talk about a theory which is connected to a very well-known saying in Marvel, which is basically like when Tony Stark dies, Doctor Doom will replace him. Yeah, sort of. Not sure really. Yeah, so the theory, it kind of sounds wild to begin with, but once you get to thinking about it, there is surprisingly a lot of evidence about it. Yeah. And the theory starts by asking the question, who is this guy exactly? Well, he's Iron Man, right? He's the guy that makes like the Iron Man suits and he flies around in them, making him Iron Man. But what is his name? Now, by comic books, his name would be Anthony Stark. But is that actually his name? When I heard the saying, I thought it was like, oh yeah, and like Avengers Doomsday, at the end, like Doctor Doom is just going to become like the new Iron Man after that, right? But what if Victor Von Doom replaced Tony Stark a lot earlier than expected? Oh sweet, it's got like the date of the image on it. Anyway, back in like 2024, we got this shot showing that Robert Downey Jr., the guy that played Iron Man, is also going to be the guy that's playing Victor Von Doom in Avengers Doomsday. But the question is, how long has he been playing Victor Von Doom? Is it just like the last, I don't know, like 2 years? Or is it more like 15 years? Or how long ago was 2008? Okay, let's get into like the real details. The real kickers or something, I don't know.
How far along is she? I don't know.
There is really no good way of showing this, but oh well. In Avengers Endgame, there's like a conversation between Iron Man and Howard Stark about how pregnant, like, Iron Man's supposed mother is. Like, really, I thought it was like, I didn't really know like the dates. So I thought, sure, they go back to like Tony's birth date, like the day he was born. And by this, Howard's guessing about 5 months pregnant or something, which, yeah, doesn't really make sense. A lot of people that actually know comics say that Iron Man's birthday is like within the month. She's about 4 months off. So that is like one thing or something. This is going to be really hard to talk around, isn't it?
Dinner in the pantry again.
He's really confused about it because he's like,
Girl would be nice.
shouldn't she be more pregnant? Also, there's like another thing about Howard realizes that like this guy went like back in time by like this scene. Being like 5 months pregnant, you probably don't know the gender of the child, but
I tell you, that kid's not even here yet, and there's nothing I wouldn't do for him.
yeah. What's the other thing I want to look at? Another thing to point out, this is like human Jarvis. I'm not sure what happens if like Jarvis gets uploaded when he's like about to die or something. I'm really not sure. But anyway, if anything happened with like their child, or if they adopted like Victor Von Doom, he would surely know, wouldn't he? And that goes to the thing where I was thinking about this question. Has Jarvis ever called Iron Man by Tony or Tony Stark? I'm not sure if he has. I think he always calls him Sir, which is kind of weird because, yeah, in Iron Man 1 he called Pepper Potts by like her name. Yeah, I can probably get it. Give me a bit, I'll just edit around it though. I'm gonna be jumping around this movie all the time. Just to find like the 1 second where he says like, I don't know. Where would it be?
On ground control.
Sir, there are still terabytes of calculations needed on a secret project, are we, sir?
Yeah, I've got enough clips of Jarvis calling him Sir. That's probably good enough. Yeah, I can probably throw this in. Yeah, well.
What?
Tony Stark used to say that.
And one of Stark's puppets is Hollow Men. Look at me. Do I look like Iron Man? Stark is
I did want to throw in some evidence about this, but it doesn't really fit in a way. Yeah. I was gonna say that because like Tony created him and there's maybe like him and Jarvis shared some files or something. He'll get like really mad, like because of that, because like Tony is actually dead or something. But no, not really. He thinks that Iron Man is like Tony Stark, so yeah, it doesn't really yeah, whatever. Okay, this is from Civil War or something. It's like this thing about, well, yeah, Tony's meant to be like 15 in this or something. He looks like 30. I'm really not sure. Anyway, this is about his parents sending him off to college. He says his father's like very distant with him. Well, that Howard Stark is like very distant with him. But I'm not sure if that's like really the thing. The way that I kind of see it, like, if like he was like Victor Von Doom, like this thing, maybe Howard was actually being distant because of how much he cared about him. And like, if he had him around like all the time, instead of like sending him off to college, like he might have said that he's not actually Tony Stark. I don't know really. There's like a couple other things, but I really don't want to jump between movies again. It's like the thing in like Iron Man 2, where like I can probably just look up the individual clips or something. Yeah, well. I'm not sure if I'm really getting my point across with like this because of how far I'm jumping. Maybe with editing it might seem better. Yeah, well. Yeah, there was like this scene because I didn't really like remember when it was. I wasn't sure like if like Iron Man was born yet, but yeah, that's him. The thing. Yeah, I'm not sure if this thing really makes sense now that like he actually exists at this point. Oh well. Anyway, I want to talk about this scene. As you can see, like Tony's suit is like damaged by electricity in here. And then we go to Avengers where, yeah, I can like talk about it. But something with like Iron Man is he has like the villain mentality, how he's always improving his stuff. Like with the heroes, they don't really need to improve their stuff because, well, what's the point? They always win, right? But with the villains, like, they have to find like some way to like beat the heroes or something. Yeah. Whatever.
Power at 400% capacity.
How about that?
Yeah, so with that, because he fought like Electro or Whiplash, is it? Whatever. He had the idea of making so his suit could absorb electricity. And yeah, at that point there's like a bit of damage to his suit, but I mean that's like Thor's electricity and not like Whiplash's electricity, so I'm guessing Thor's is a little bit stronger. And then we go like full circle with that scene where like it doesn't damage it at all, and like that's actually a thing that he wants to happen. Like his suit is capable of that, or I don't know.
I don't know what it is. It's something. Just you know what? Double the damage and then run it again.
The only other place we see like that thinking is like with Quentin Beck, and yeah, he is a villain, right? So we got like Iron Man with like the villain mentality or something, and always trying to make his stuff like better. Yeah, I don't know. I can like throw one more thing in, but if I haven't like proved the point yet, it's like, yeah, there's nothing I can really do. Okay, so Magneto is supposedly going to be in Avengers Doomsday, and I was kind of like thinking, if like Doctor Doom is like the same guy that is, or the guy that we thought was like Tony Stark for like all those years, considering like he always like sees the problem, tries to fix it, you know, that kind of stuff. If Magneto doesn't do this one thing, and like Doctor Doom has like a second fight with like the whole like of the Avengers cast, he is going to come back in like a plastic suit or something. Because it's like, really, like, how do you beat Tony Stark? Yeah, it's basically going to be like Magneto.
Probably weren't Tony.
Wow, that guy was literally encased in
Yeah, so this is like a joke thing from like 8 years ago or something. And yeah, basically, if like Magneto doesn't like peel him out of the suit or like crush the suit or something, like Doctor Doom's suits, yeah, you can expect like a plastic suit from like Doctor Doom, that's for sure. Anyway, like my two predictions for like Avengers Doomsday is at the end, like Doctor Doom's probably just going to turn into like Iron Man or something. And then there's like another one with like Captain America. Also, for a long time I didn't realize that Steve Rogers is like actually like dead in like the MCU. He dies like a year or two after like Endgame. I didn't realize that. There was like that scene in like She-Hulk, but I didn't really watch it. I just thought it was like a throwaway line about how Steve Rogers was dead. But that does sort of explain why in like the Hawkeye series they've got like the Rogers play. Yeah, they probably made the play because like Steve Rogers died. This is probably like AI, but whatever. This is basically what my theory is. So like he is going to be like Doctor Doom for a start, but then at the end of the movie he's just going to be like Iron Man, right? And then like Steve Rogers, because it's like a multiverse movie or something, and there's like a what if Captain America like joined Hydra or something? Yeah, so they're just going to get like the Steve Rogers from that and just like make him be Captain America again. I don't know if it's going to happen, but yeah, that's something. Oh well, still have a couple months until Avengers Doomsday is released, but I just wanted to get this video out. I think I meant to do it like a long time ago. That was like something that was happening that I thought like it was going to release like much earlier, but no, apparently it's in December. But oh well, get the video out now and yeah, whatever. Not sure if I really got my point across, but basically what I was trying to say is yeah, we've never actually had like Tony Stark. It's just been like Victor Von Doom, like the MCU. And like another thing, we haven't seen any like multiverse variants of like Tony Stark, so we're not sure what Tony Stark is actually meant to look like, right? I mean, there's like that thing in like Avengers Endgame, but that's like parallel universe or something where basically everything the same happens. They say it's time travel, whatever.